What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Stuart and we've got a red day today, unfortunately. Got a couple of things to look at. There's a reason why we have these red days. Um, but just one thing before we get started, remember, nothing that I say is financial advice. I'm just the guy out there talking to his camera, and you guys are just there to watch these for entertainment purposes only. So please always do your own research. I'm going to say this almost every time we have one of these videos because it is vitally important. I'm just here giving my view on the market. Everything else is up to you. Right, if we have a look at the market share, we can see red day, not that great. Again, it's what I have been saying, it is to be expected, and there are reasons for the red day. We do have a few green bubbles here just to give us a bit of hope. We've got HBAR. Some big news about that was listed on Coinbase this week. Really bullish on this project. I do hold some HBAR, and I do think that HBAR is going to be one of those utility coins that is really going to go places in the next bull run. So if you can, start stacking your bags. I have some. Again, not financial advice. Look into the project. They've got some really exciting things happening right now and exciting things coming up in the future. Some more green ones. We've got Lunar Classic here. We have spoken about that. Good news coming out about Lunar Classic again today, so we can see that's why we've got the green bubble. But overall, pretty red, pretty bleak. So if we take a look at the market share, we can see we are still holding just above that 1 trillion mark. It has come down a bit today, but more since I last looked at it. Just about 5.5% that we are down. As we're talking, we can see Bitcoin is still coming down a little bit. If we have a look at our chart over here, sorry about those drawings, these are my predictions. You see, this is exactly why I say not financial advice. But we have had a very red mark day here. The reason being inflation data came out slightly worse than what was expected. You can see here it's at 8.3. It has fallen, which is good, but the projection was 8.1%. So not as good as what we were hoping for, but still good news that inflation is starting to come down. We've possibly seen the peak. We're just going to have to keep watching these numbers. Bitcoin probably going to be hovering around these marks for a little bit, maybe going a little bit lower, possibly testing some of these lower numbers here. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. If we zoom out, we can see here that Bitcoin is going to be holding, I think, for a very long time in this range, anywhere from sort of 25,000 all the way down to where we did go before, down to our 17,500. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. It has obviously hit some resistance levels up here. We are testing higher highs, which is good to see, and obviously we want to follow Bitcoin because it pulls the rest of the market with it. And we have spoken about the inflation numbers, so we will have to wait and see how that pans out. Moving along to some news on XRP, on the XRP ledger specifically. There was the XLS specification upgrade that was supposed to happen today on the 13th. It's all around NFTs on the XRP ledger. Unfortunately, literally hours before it was supposed to go live, an exploit was detected by a third party and has been postponed. We have had validators who have come and said that they are now going to veto this upgrade until the exploit is corrected. Basically, what this exploit is about is, we have a chart for you, NFT utilizing flag 12 and 13 on token mints with transfer fees greater than 0 are suspected to spam trust lines and increase the reserve requirement while also allowing a currency issuer to create infinite currencies for no cost or reserve requirement. At first, it wasn't thought that it was going to be very difficult, or wasn't going to be something that was going to be exploited a lot because it was going to be too expensive to pull off. But after rigorous testing, evidence shows that the attack will cost nothing but transaction fees. So again, this is something that obviously had to be halted quickly. In response here, Alloy Networks, one of the XRP ledger validators, has said that they will veto the amendment until the bug is fixed. Additionally, the XRP ledger lead developer, Vitsa Vin, said that he would remove the XRP lab support for this until the issue had been addressed. Now, this is something that is probably a bit of a concern and not great for XRP, especially considering where XRP is in the market, where it's not seen as a very trustworthy coin at the moment because of all the FUD that's going around XRP and the court case and so on. But I think the positives to be taken from here is that this was found before the amendment actually went live. This exploit was stopped. The amendment was stopped before the XRP, the exploit was allowed to be exploited. Basically, the vulnerability was allowed to be exploited, and people lost money and so on. So I think that's some positive news, and you obviously only want something going out if it's 100%. So I think we can commend XRP Labs and all the validators for halting this until we're at a point where we can upgrade. We obviously do have some NFT projects on the XRP ledger already. There is one called Solargenic. You can go and check it out. I have had a look at it. If you do hold Solargenic coins, you can also be involved in another airdrop for a token called Corium. Corium is a layer 1 that's being built on the XRP ledger. And personally, I do think that it can compete with Solana in the long run. So that is one to check out. Maybe get excited for. Currently DevNet is live. They will be going live with their mainnet in January next year. All the way up until January, you can get Corium airdrop to you. So really something to check out. The team is a little bit slow with some of their communication, and people in the community are a bit frustrated. So just be aware. Obviously, because I am an XRP holder, I have got myself involved in the airdrop. You never know where these tokens can go. So it's really something to look at. But unfortunately for now, the NFT upgrade isn't going to be taking place until this amendment is fixed. So, let's watch the space and see what happens from there. In a bit more positive news for XRP, I've got a clip here where we talk about CBDCs again. I'm just going to mute myself up and play this for you.
Comes to us from Serkan Orbe, and the question is, what about XRP? Obviously, they're talking about Ripple. Any thoughts there, Al?
Yeah, so there's this weird narrative from the past about Ripple. The point being is, even if they have to settle a lawsuit and get a slap on the wrist, Ripple plays actually quite an important role. It's a money transmission network, and it does quite a good job of it. And it has deep connections with global governments around the world and has worked really hard on it. So there is a reason the chain is valued as highly as it is, and it's not from speculation, because actually, it got taken off a whole bunch of exchanges because of the lawsuit. It's actually because when I use my netcast law model, the amount of value that gets transacted on the chain is very high. It's being used. So I think if you lift the legal issue, probability is that the value of the chain increases significantly. And as the world moves towards central bank digital currencies, I think the XRP network is going to be somewhere at the center of all of that. So yeah, I don't rule it out. I know it's not flavor of the day for a lot of people. I think it's a big player, it's a real player, and it has its niche.
So as we can see there, again, some good news about XRP. As I said early on in this video, anything with utility, the next bull run is going to play a vital factor when it comes to the next bull run. So we will see HBAR and Quant and XRP and XLM and any other coin that has utility along with it will be valuable, and this is one of them. XRP is going to play a vital factor, and we do need to keep our eye on it. After the court case is done, we're going to be seeing big things for XRP. Lastly, another coin that I do like to see good news on is Polygon. This is another coin that I do hold a little bit of myself. It is something that I am very, very bullish on. I do think that it is currently highly undervalued. A layer 2 built on the Ethereum network. Obviously, they're going to be taking advantage of the new proof of stake merge that is happening in 2 days. Can you believe it? We are here. And they've partnered up with Starbucks. And basically what we've seen here is that from the 12th of September, so from yesterday, customers and partners can join the waitlist for a chance to be the first to receive access to Starbucks Odyssey experience, which will launch later this year. Basically, they're taking advantage of the low carbon emissions that are coming with the proof of stake merge that Ethereum is bringing, and they're going to be able to allow people to purchase digital collectible stamps in the form of NFTs. And you're going to get a completely different experience when working with your loyalty program when it comes to Starbucks. So I think this is something where we're seeing another use case for Web3, for digital tokens that are going to basically change the world. So, again, I'm very bullish on the crypto space. That's obviously why I've started the channel and why I talk about things. That is actually all I have time for you today. Thanks once again for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, please smash the thumbs up button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you in the next daily market update.